Hello guys, let's start today's video. Today we are going to see Nmap and how to do Nmap scanning. So basically Nmap means network mapper. With network mapper or Nmap we can scan a specific host or you can do a network scan. Like all the hosts in a network can be scanned, but it will take a lot of time depending upon the network size obviously. So this is a basic command to do an nmap on a specific host or a specific network. Let's start with nmap TCP scan or normal scan that we do with nmap. Sudo nmap hyphen st an IP address of the target machine, or you can use uh, network address for the network scan. With this scan, what will happen is our machine will send SYN-X package. Basically, what you know about three-way handshake in TCP, so that will happen here. It will be a SYN-X that will happen here. But why you want to do like that? Why don't you do stealth scan? And this the third step is not like we won't send acknowledge message. Instead of that, we will do reset. So a three-way handshake will not take place and there will be no session created. So for blue teams, it will be hard to detect what it is really connected to the network or this was just a false alarm, right? To do stealth scan, what we will do is sudo nmap hyphen s and the IP or the network ID. What if you want to detect OS of a target machine or the OS running on the networks? For that, you need hyphen O. And what if you need to detect OS version, protocols running on different ports, their version, everything in single command. Uh, for that, you need hyphen A. So with hyphen A, you get the specific ports, port details, services running on the ports, protocols running on the ports, their versions, OS, OS version, and many more. But this is also a simple thing. What if you want to add a decoy? Yes, you can add decoys with Nmap. To add decoy, we'll use hyphen D command, hyphen D and the IP of the decoy. So this IP will act as a decoy. Now, before it was like just our IP sending the TCP handshake SYN packets to the target machine or the target network. But with decoy, this decoy ID or decoy IP will also send the same packets. So now the target machine will be getting two SYN packets at the same time on each port. Not at the same time, there will be a time gap of time frame. As we know, there will be a time frame gap. There is one more thing that you can do to annoy someone on the network. You can do is random decoys. With this option, you can add a number of random decoys to the scan. This will be used to do a DDoS attack, maybe. Yeah, you can do a DOS attack if you will do 1,000 or 10,000 random IPs ping into a specific port may lead to the denial of service. Yeah, I don't recommend it. I don't use it. I don't want to recommend or not. I don't know, but I don't really use this in my day-to-day life. What I do in my day-to-day life is I use this command sudo nmap -b -d4 -a and the IP address. So this command gives a port scan for all the ports, like 65,000 ports. T4 specifies the speed of the scan, and -a, as we know, all info. In the previous commands, we didn't use any -b. So in that case, most of what Nmap do is it will scan the first 1,000 ports and give the scan results. But there are some services. There are 64,000 services. The 64,000 ports open or might be closed, but there are 64,000 ports after 1,000 that may have a single port vulnerable that we need to find. So I prefer using -p or there are some specific ports that you should do if you got less time that I will be giving you in the next video. Let's go to practical session now. So now I have turned on my Kali VM. With that, I have a vulnerable box running in the network. So let's start. Okay, so let's check the IP address of my machine. So we can see this is the IP address of my machine, and from netmask you can get it is a class C. So what we can do is let's start with Nmap network scan. What we do is sudo Nmap, and what is our network? 192, 168, 152, and okay, you need to give a password, right? Let's give it a time since it will scan all of the machines running on the network. Oh, it's done. See, as I told, without dash p dash, we get only 100,000 port scan. Okay, so what we got is 192.168. Okay, this is the network ID. This is also related to the network VMware, as you can see. What we got this is not my IP, right? So this is the box I am running. So we can found that instead of doing net Decoy, we can use Nmap to find the IPs. And this is the broadcast post. And you can see this is our IP address. So let's clear this. And just to show you the difference between what you want as normal TCP scan and still scan, we'll open Wireshark just for you. So we'll add a filter 192.168.152.139 only. So let's do is nmaps and 139 with -s and capital S scan. Okay, and let's just do a single port scan, that is port 22, so that it won't get spammed. See, this is slit scan. So what happened was, let's see. we send packet source to destination. We got CNAC, and after that we said we don't want the connection. We reset it. So this is how slit scan is done. Now let's try a simple TCP scan with dash S and capital T on port. So now what we can see is CNAC, and then we acknowledge the, and after that we reset. Okay, what else? Uh, since the Wireshark is running, what I can show you is a decoy scan. Let's do sudo nmap sp22, and we can do is fnd 1.1.1 maybe, and the IP is 192.168.152.139 of the target. So let's do this. Okay, let's see the Wireshark again. So now you can see this is our IP 138. It's on. Let's bring it here somewhat and expand it. Okay, so now you can see 138 send in scene with that 111 also send in scene. We got Snack, we rejected, and we also rejected this one. See, this is how it's done with the decoys. What next should we do? Oh, let me show you. Oh, let me show you. Let me clear this first and let me show you the OS detection. See, with dash. Oh, what we got. So we got the MAC address, we got running Linux this, with this was done, was details, and we got the number of hops we need to do to go to the network. Ah, nice info. You can do with this, you can easily get into finding vulnerabilities in the specific version of the Linux kernel. Yeah, you can do that. What? Let's do the all scan, all info scan maybe now. Is left. That I can do is this and 192. Let's do this. Now I'm doing this. Since this machine has only two ports running, that is 22 and 80, you might not find any difference in my favorite and this command. But let's see first what all scan give is. We got port, TCP, service version, OS, okay, right? Port, Apache version with different info that we can exploit, obviously. Let's do the my favorite scan now. That is, you might have been watching it in autocorrect from last um, this is dash p dash t4 dash a, and what we have is 192.168.152. 139. Oh, one more thing. If Nmap is running, you can just press enter to get the info. Basically, if you don't specify Nmap will run it, still scan only. Let's see. It's done 42, 50, and it's done. See, I told you, it gives the same info for the, like, if you don't have uh, ports more than 1000, it will show you the same info. Okay, thank you for your precious time.